Our hair may not be big these days, but the hair business sure is. Between products and services, the marketplace brings in billions of dollars a year, and it's a jumping off point for this week's show. Hair today, gone tomorrow. First up, the growing barber business. Naples is now home to a world-class salon catering to men. We'll take a closer look in Here Comes the Groom.
We want our members and our clients to look good also outside of the store. So it's not something that you look good when you go. We want that they are carrying themselves with a pride when they are outside of the stores too.
Then a stylist shares secrets to getting the perfect pony. We'll show you how to get salon perfection without leaving home in our Shortcuts Beauty segment. We'll follow up with a twist from hair to hares, as in rabbits. A local rescue group believes every bunny needs somebody. Those stories, plus our weekly newsroom features and a preview of spa-like dispensaries that may change your view of pot shops. I'm Amy Osher, and this is Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. Thanks for joining us. Move over, ladies. Men are moving into the salon space. Case in point, a new upscale barbershop opened for business in one of Naples' trendiest neighborhoods, offering pampering with a capital M. This is the M Room. Based in Naples, it's more than a barbershop.
So M Room is a prior member model. It's European largest barber chain. This Park Show location is number 78. So the unique features, which there are many of them, one of are that we sell membership. So meaning that you pay one fee and it's valid for a year, and you can come as often as you want in all the locations we have worldwide. And it has been found by two world champion barbers. They've been trained and made this very unique cutting technique that our barbers are using, meaning that it's same consistent services.
So really, you can get a haircut here and get a perfect trim somewhere else in the U.S. at another M Room?
Yes, that's correct. The biggest meaning is that we want our members and our clients to look good also outside of the store. So it's not something that you look good when you go. We want that they are carrying themselves with a pride when they are outside of the stores too. So when our customers comes in, if they are members or non-members, they will check in the queuing system, and this queuing system is communicating through our application. So our members can see on their phone through the application which location is having the queue prior to them. So they will be checking in here. They will be then seated in the barber chair where all barbers are giving them a consultation, asking when was the last time they were here. Obviously, if they are members, they know from our point of sale system when they were last time, which product they were using, and so on. If they are new ones, they are getting consultation in here.
Michelle, you're one of the barbers here. What does every service or every visit include?
Every service includes a head wash and a scalp massage, and then on our platinum members, we always put a hydrator on the face, but on our platinum members, they get a long face massage and scalp massage, and they get a hot towel also while they're laying back in the chair.
And the hot towel is really nice.
Yeah, very nice. And then they come in, they get their hair, and they could have it washed before or after, depending on how they like it. Some people like to get the hair off after, so that's up to them, but we wash first.
What I wanted to ask too, because now we've got beards that are so popular. Do you do beard grooming as well?
Yes, we do a lot of shaves and a lot of grooming and a lot of lineups, and that's like the newest trend, so that's been pretty popular. About that much?
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, no more than that. That'll be great.
We know where we can do. For people actually go to work,
Their back instead of doing that, just the flip up to the top.
Looks good. Looking fresh. Ready for the rest of the week.
So why did you select Naples to headquarter this concept in America?
Well, I think as we have ambitious plan to grow and be nationwide, I just think that this is an excellent place to attract investors. There's lots of visitors from different states, and once we want to be all around in the country, in numerous states and cities, I just think that Naples is like a perfect destination to start the business and grow from here.
Like hemlines, hair trends go from long to short and back again. But one thing that never goes out of style is the ponytail. Always a fashion, yes, there's an art to getting that perky pony. Fort Myers stylist Amy Handy shares a few simple shortcuts.
So one of the things people always want to know about is how to get that little bump at the crown. And this is again where hair powder is really your friend. A teasing brush is also instrumental in giving you that extra little bit of tease at the crown. I love this thing. It is my friend. I have one in just about every bathroom of my home. But what you're going to do is you're going to take probably about 1-inch sections, right, probably from behind the ear back. You're just going to take a quick little shape, and don't be afraid to go over your part. And for some reason 5 is a magic number for me. Take the little teasing brush and 5 times, just quickly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and leave it. Pick up the section right behind it. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and leave it. And one more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and leave it. When you flip the hair back over, you've got this nice little poof, and you just take your teasing brush and slowly smooth it out. And that gives you that nice little base for your ponytail. So then, I'm going to grab an elastic, and with your pony, I just loosely grab the hair. The key to really give you that nice little bump. I like the hair to kind of look in the front, almost like what I want it to look like when I'm done before I even put the ponytail in. I'm going to give her kind of a mid-height ponytail, but I like to give it sort of that look, and rake your fingers across it. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the thing. You want this a cute low pony. Go ahead and leave it about 1 to 2 inches away from her head. Her head's actually all the way right there, but I'm going to leave it out because what I want to do once I have the elastic in is I'm only going to grab the pieces underneath right here, and I'm going to pull from underneath. And what that does is it pops that up. Then don't be afraid to go in and pull some of that out and give yourself some extra little height. And then just re-pull that. You can pull some of those cute pieces down. If you want to re-wave those, you can. And another little, if you want to hide this fun little elastic, grab a piece from underneath. You can use a little hairspray if you want, just to kind of give it a little extra grip, but just grab that, take a bobby pin, and secure it underneath. Shove it up in there. She won't be able to see it. Tuck that little tail end in. Give it a little spray, a little spritz, and voila. A fun little pony, as fast as can be.
Now we're going to make that shift from hair to hares. It may have sounded like a harebrained idea, starting a rescue operation for unwanted rabbits. But 1 year in, the Southwest Florida women who took this leap of faith are finding success and satisfaction. Everyone here is bonkers about bunnies, small ones, tall ones, those with floppy ears and hoppy dispositions.
What I like is that they just have these great little personalities that you would never guess about them. You know, they run around like crazy. They're very smart.
They'll do a lot of snuggling, which is very cute. They do all kinds of what they call binkying. When they exercise their legs, they will run very quickly, and then they'll jump in the air and they'll twist and turn.
So had to check that out. Turns out YouTube has lots of videos of binking bunnies.
It's just a really fun pet to have and brings a lot of joy into the home.
So it's baffling to these bunny lovers that anyone could abandon these cute critters, but it happens all the time, and a lot of hares need help.
People just get bunnies spontaneously because they're cute, and then they tire of them and they turn them loose outside.
The great outdoors isn't so great for pet bunnies. They can't find food and are ripe to become another animal's dinner. Celebrating its first year as a registered charity, the Southwest Florida House Rabbit Rescue is a bunny's best friend.
We are dedicated to saving the lives of domestic rabbits. And, our belief is that bunnies should be, indoor part of your family.
Co-founder Jennifer Macbeth is currently sharing her home with 9 bunnies.
Oh, it's so delightful because I'm just surrounded by, love all the time.
Billy Ray is her personal pet, a designer breed. He was a rescue many years ago.
The reason they call him a lion head is he's kind of got this little lion mane around here and the tuft on his top of his head.
Abandoned bunnies come in all shapes and sizes. Even rare rabbits end up homeless.
Samson is an English lop, so he has the really, really long ears. They're about 1 foot long. Generally, somebody's going to pay a lot of money for that kind of rabbit, and he was actually found just dumped outside.
Long-eared Samson got a new home after our visit. In just 1 year, the rabbit rescuers made dozens of love connections, guided by the belief that every bunny needs somebody. Or maybe it's everybody needs a bunny.
Truly, once you have a bunny in your life and you learn how trusting they are and how loving they are and just what excellent pets they make, you really just become aware of everything bunny around you.
Still to come, it could be mistaken for a salon or spa, but this space is devoted to pot in its many forms. With medical marijuana now legal, this could be the future. Stay with us for that story.
Life here is amazing, and so is the joint care. At the Total Joint Center at Physicians Regional Healthcare System, we've changed the experience of joint replacement for good. With our comprehensive joint care program, most hip and knee replacement patients return home in just 2 days because we know you want to get on with your active life. Pain-free living starts at Physicians Regional Medical Center, Collier Boulevard, and Physicians Regional Medical Center, Pine Ridge.
My name is Steve Unser, and cabinetry is my specialty. I have been creating custom-designed cabinetry for 20 years in Southwest Florida, and now I am celebrating the grand opening of our new Naples showroom. Steve Unser Cabinetry will help you design your kitchen, bath, or home office with stunning results, offering the best quality of cabinets with a wide variety of design options and pricing to fit any budget. If your kitchen isn't becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Now, 2 locations to serve you.
Let AAA Travel help you plan a memorable getaway with unique vacations featuring authentic experiences worldwide. Expert AAA travel consultants can show you the hidden gems. Plus, AAA members enjoy valuable savings and exclusive benefits on cruises, land vacations, hotels, rental cars, and more. Whether you want to tour Europe, cruise Alaska, or just relax in the Caribbean, AAA Travel can help you get there. Expect something more with your next vacation. Get started today. Visit AAA.com/Naples or call 594-5006.
The year is still young, and our editorial team has a lot to look forward to. Here's our weekly commentary.
Thanks, Amy. According to my theory, it's not too late to say Happy New Year until after the Super Bowl. So it certainly isn't too late to make some predictions for 2017. You've seen the psychic predictions in the tabloids at the grocery store checkout line. Aliens will meet with Donald Trump and offer a solution to global warming. Michelle Obama will leave Barack and marry Kanye West. Canada will invade Alaska. The trouble with those predictions is that they're always wrong. I mean, come on. Michelle Obama can do a lot better than Kanye West. If these psychics were in school, they'd get an F. I like to be right. So in that vein, here are predictions for 2017. Number 1, the Florida legislature will struggle to come up with a budget that pleases everyone. Number 2, the pace of Everglades restoration will remain frustratingly slow. Number 3, affordable housing will remain a problem in Collier County. Number 4, Arthrex will do well. Number 5, Naples High School will have a good football team. Number 6, municipalities in Southwest Florida will look for ways to keep medical marijuana dispensaries out of their jurisdictions. Number 7, Billy Fusillo and John Morgan will be all over TV and radio. Number 8, Collier County and/or Naples will show up on a number of lists. Number 9, Republicans and Democrats will disagree. Number 10, a giant sea creature will rise from the Gulf of Mexico, walk onto shore at the Naples beach, and proceed down 5th Avenue South, smashing buildings and eating cars. Its rampage will come to an end only when it steps in the hole dug to build underground parking on 5th Avenue and 5th Street South. That's 9 out of 10. That would still get me an A in school, right? I'm Brent Batten. Thanks for watching.
One more stop in the newsroom. This is our On the Beat feature. Let's get started with scoops, tips, and previews from the Naples Daily News reporting team. Guys?
Thanks, Amy. Hi, I'm Shelby Reynolds. I'm a features reporter here at the Naples Daily News, and I'm working on a story about Wendy Campbell. She is a Naples woman who was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma about 10 years ago, and she found that there was sort of a gap between healthcare and sort of re-entering the workforce, re-entering her normal life after treatment. And so she found yoga, and she started up a nonprofit called Survive and Thrive that basically creates curriculum for cancer patients and survivors to teach them breathing, stretching, yoga. So you can find that story in print on Tuesday and online at naplesnews.com.
Hi, I'm Ashley Collins. I'm a reporter with the Collier Citizen. This past week I got to cover the second annual Jewish Book Festival. It's basically 20 authors that come into town, and it's 12 events across Collier County where book lovers get a chance to meet the authors themselves, and they're basically either Jewish background or they wrote a book that represents the Jewish culture. So it's pretty neat. You can actually check out the full lineup at naplesnews.com or at our latest Collier Citizen issue.
Hi, I'm Greg Stanley with the Naples Daily News, and this week we're going to take a deep dive into affordable housing. We have a national nonprofit that was hired by the county coming in this week. They're going to spend the full week conducting hundreds of interviews, identifying the problem. It's been a big issue here for a long time, but the county has been studying it for more than a year. The main thing that they've found is that more than a quarter of the people here, more than a quarter of the population, is spending more than half of their income on rent alone. So the nonprofit will be here studying, and it's going to do a workshop at the end of the week where they're going to lay out the problems and hopefully some solutions too. So we'll read more about that at in Naples Daily News or at naplesnews.com.
Hi everybody, my name is Eric Statz. I'm the environment reporter at the Naples Daily News. Today I'm working on a story about the return of wood stork nesting to one of my favorite places in Collier County, Corkscrew Swamp Sanctuary. This is only the third time in 11 years that wood storks have nested at the sanctuary. It's all about water when it comes to wood stork nesting, and conditions were just right this year for them to nest. There's 40 or 50 nests so far, and scientists there are hoping for many more. Corkscrew used to be a very important, and still is a very important, wood stork nesting area, but nesting has dropped off since the 1960s and 1970s as wetlands have been lost in that part of southwest Florida. If you want to know more about wood storks and nesting in southwest Florida, you can check out my story on naplesnews.com.
When we come back, a look at local cemeteries that are off the beaten path. That's ahead in Behind the Headlines.
Hiring the right moving company is important. Best Moving and Storage is a family-owned and operated business serving Southwest Florida for over 22 years. From our free in-home estimate until the last piece of furniture is in your new place or stored in our climate-controlled warehouse, we treat you like family. Best Moving and Storage is fully licensed and insured, with all of our employees being certified drivers and packers. When it comes to protecting your treasured belongings, choose a company that's experienced and trustworthy. Call Best Moving and Storage today at 239-592-6565.
Behr's 500 Brand Names event is on. Only Behr's has the biggest selection of the best designer brands. You can't buy Tommy Bahama for less anywhere else in America, guaranteed. Including half off this Royal Kahala bedroom or dining room set. Huge savings on Natuzzi Editions, all genuine leather chairs starting at just $397. Sleeper sofas, $997. Shop Bernhardt, Paula Deen, Hooker, Broyhill, and more. Great brands, unbeatable prices. Only at Behr's. Final days.
The area's only 30 minutes or less ER service pledge means you'll find less waiting for the care you need. And because we're full service hospitals, a lot more care if you need it. Less waiting, faster care. Only at Physicians Regional Healthcare System.
With sleek vials and spray bottles on streamlined shelves, it's probably not what you imagine when you think of a pot shop, and that's by design. With an upscale spa-like feel, Tampa's Sutera Wellness Center is a showroom for the future. This comes from our USA Today network.
So you are actually in the first of its kind Sutera Wellness Center, and so this is where individual patients would be able to come and actually pick up their recommended medical cannabis products. And so right now we're in what we call the Sutera Kitchen. And so this is a place that we are hoping and have actually been able to luckily host so far people, a place of community gathering, a place of community learning, make this a place that the public and our local community feels comfortable coming and learning more about medical cannabis and what it can do and who it could possibly help.
I came to Sutera from a military background and you know a time in corporate America as well. And if you'd asked me 2 years ago about all the medical applications, legitimate medical applications of marijuana, I you know would not have been able to tell you much. At that time I still thought marijuana was very vice and it was just for getting high. But having gone through losing almost all of my family members to cancer and seeing how harsh Western medicine can be, and just really getting into what we've been able to do here at Sutera with the cannabis plant. I wish that I'd had this in my own personal life, in my own family, many years ago. You know, I would have been able to eliminate a lot of personal suffering.
The current products we have now are in 3 forms, spray, lotion, and tincture. The sprays are easy enough to just spray inside your mouth. The lotions are for small specific areas, shoulder pain, knee pain, residual shingles pain, that may be anywhere. And then this is the tincture. This is in a dropper form that goes under the tongue, sublingually. Could be used for several different things, chronic pain control, also seizure and epilepsy control.
I think a lot of people, you know, they know enough now to know that Amendment 2 has passed, but I don't think everybody knows what that means or what that can mean for them or what that can mean for a loved one. But we want to make it so that people are comfortable coming in here, even if they're not qualified, but even if they just have questions about what this is or who it could be for, even if it's not for them, if they just want to learn more about what this is and what this could mean, we welcome them into our wellness center.
This falls under the Gone Tomorrow part of our show. It said the only 2 sure things in life are death and taxes. The former is the focus of our next story. Harriet Heithouse has a fondness for forgotten cemeteries. To fully appreciate her work, you have to travel back in time. 100 years ago, burials were a difficult and costly proposition. So instead of spending hours or maybe days traveling to a licensed cemetery, people would often put their loved one to rest on their property, creating what are called pocket burial parks. While inhabitants are long gone, these burial plots have survived.
The thing that I found so interesting is that there are so many here. There are 14 of them at least. Lisa Marciano with the Collier County Historical Society tromped around to find most of them. The ones that are most intriguing are the ones on private property, and there are quite a few of those very tiny family cemeteries. Back in those days, you just buried your family members on your property, but then the property gets sold, and some people may not even know they have cemeteries on their property.
These hidden cemeteries are the final home of many of Collier's founding families, from community leaders and even a few infamous outlaws. If you'd like to read more, you can dig out Harriet's story from our Daily News archives. Finally, it may not be here to stay, but a new art installation in Naples is here to play. For the next 18 months, a construction wall in downtown Naples will be a colorful display. 7 local artists were invited to contribute colorful images on the temporary mural. And one section is set aside for the public to pitch in, with doodles and drawings. The 148-foot wall is shielding the worksite of a future residential building on 5th Avenue. That brings us to the end of our show. As always, thank you for making us part of your day. You can always catch up on past editions online by logging on to naplesnews.com. On the left-hand side under Quick Links, select Behind the Headlines. I'm Amy Osher. See you back here next week.